earth metals. Today we are going to see some important compounds of alkali metals, that are sodium carbonate. The common name for sodium carbonate is washing soda. And sodium chloride, we know very well, it is a cooking salt. And sodium hydroxide. And the next one, sodium bicarbonate. The common name for this one is packing soda. So we are going to see the four compounds, the preparation, properties and uses. And the second one, biological importance of sodium and potassium. What are the functions in the biological functions that we will discuss in this PPT. The next one, the general and chemical properties of alkaline earth metals. Rest of the lesson PPT.
The first compound in alkali metal is sodium carbonate. Formula is Na2CO3, 10 moles of water. Another name of sodium carbonate is washing soda. It is prepared by Solvacy process. See the reaction. First reaction, 2 moles of ammonia reacted with water plus carbon dioxide. It gives ammonium carbonate. Formula NH4 twice CO3. Then the ammonium carbonate, again excess of water, carbon dioxide is passed, means we get 2 moles of ammonium bicarbonate. Formula NH4HCO3. HCO3 is called as bicarbonate. CO3 is called as carbonate. Then again that ammonium bicarbonate is reacted with the sodium chloride. We get ammonium chloride plus sodium bicarbonate. Formula is NaHCO3. Then the sodium bicarbonate, on heating, it gives sodium carbonate plus carbon dioxide plus water. Here in the third reaction we get ammonium chloride is one of the product. That ammonium chloride is reacted with the calcium hydroxide. We get the ammonia. That ammonia is used for the ammonia is used for to producing the sodium carbonate process. When the ammonium chloride is reacted with the calcium hydroxide, calcium chloride is the one of the product. Properties of sodium carbonate. The sodium carbonate, the common name is washing soda, we know very well, and formula is Na2CO3, 10 moles of water. The 10 is called as deca and H2O is called as hydrate. So it is crystallizes as decahydrate and white in color. It is soluble in water and form alkaline solution, that is sodium hydroxide will be formed so that it is alkaline solution. On heating it loses 10 moles of water. It loses 9 moles of water, so it forms monohydrate. See the formula Na2CO3, 1 mole of water is called as monohydrate. And again that sodium bicarbonate monohydrate, on heating above 373 Kelvin, it forms sodium carbonate plus water. That anhydrous form of sodium carbonate is called as soda ash. Then uses. The sodium carbonate mainly used as a washing purpose, so it is used in laundering, and it is used in the conversion of hard water to soft water. And third use is in the preparation of glass, paper, paint. The one of the reactant is the sodium carbonate. Sodium chloride, we know very well, in our house we are using that common salt, that is cooking salt, another name table salt. That salt we are getting from sea water on evaporation by mass 2.7 to 2.9%. That salt solution, that is sea solution, is called as brine solution. That BRINE, brine solution means what was sea solution. It contains sodium sulfate, calcium chloride and magnesium chloride, as well as it contains sodium chloride also. So we consider the sodium sulfate, calcium chloride and magnesium chloride as the impurities. Then that by the crystallization process, the brine solution gives the crude sodium chloride. What is crude means? Impure sodium chloride. That impure sodium chloride we have to convert into pure sodium chloride. So the pure sodium chloride, first of all, the whatever insoluble impurities is present in that brine solution, we have to remove by the filtration. So now we get the crude salt solution with the minimum amount of water. Then by the crystallization process we get the sodium chloride as a crystal by passing HCl gas into the solution, so that we get sodium chloride as a crystal along with that calcium chloride and magnesium chloride. But when compared to the sodium chloride, this calcium chloride and magnesium chloride are more soluble in water, so that they remain in that solution. That above that solution we get the sodium chloride as a crystal. Then the uses, that common use is it is a common salt for the domestic purpose, and second use is it is used to prepare the sodium hydroxide and sodium carbonate. Another compound is sodium hydroxide, formula NaOH. That sodium hydroxide we prepared from the process name is Kastner-Kellner process. In this process, we are going to use the brine solution. What is brine solution means? Sea salt solution by the electrolysis. That electrolysis process done in the Kastner-Kellner cell. In that Kastner-Kellner cell, mercury is used as a cathode, carbon is act as a anode, and sodium metal is discharged at the cathode and combined with mercury to form sodium amalgam. Now see that reaction at cathode means it is a negative negative always attract the positive character. So the sodium is a positive, that sodium positive get one electron from the cathode, and then it is mixed with this amalgam, mercury in the cathode, because the cathode is mercury only act as a cathode, so that the sodium combined with the mercury it form sodium amalgam. Na amalgam means sodium amalgam. And at anode, that chlorine, the Cl minus, the sodium chloride split as a Na plus Cl minus Na plus goes to cathode Cl minus goes to anode, because anode is a positive character, so that the Cl minus is attracted by the anode and it lost one electron and it forms chlorine gas, that is Cl2 is a chlorine gas. For balancing purpose we introduce off in front of the Cl2. Then the sodium amalgam we get from the cathode that cathode reacted with the water and it forms sodium hydroxide, 2 moles of sodium hydroxide, Hg means mercury, 2 moles of Hg, and it liberated hydrogen. Then the sodium hydroxide is a white translucent and deliquescent solid. What is translucent means? It allows the light to pass through it. That solid is called as translucent. And deliquescent means it absorbs moisture from that atmosphere, so that it is a deliquescent solid. And when it is reacted with the water, it gives a basic solution, that is called as alkaline solution. Then the sodium hydroxide at surface it react with the carbon dioxide. In atmosphere we have carbon dioxide, that carbon dioxide is reacted with the sodium hydroxide, it gives sodium carbonate. And uses, sodium hydroxide is used in the purification of bauxite and petroleum refining, in textile industry, to mercerizing. What is mercerizing means? Strengthening the cotton fabrics. The next one, it is used to produce soap, paper, and also artificial silks. Sodium bicarbonate, another name for sodium bicarbonate is a packing soda. From the name itself, it is, we know very well, it is used in packing cakes, pastries as well, etc. Then why it is called as packing soda means because it decomposes on heating and produces carbon dioxide and leaves some bubbles on their surfaces, that so that they become as a fluffy, and then the weight losses occur, so that it is become as a lightweight. Then the compound prepared by saturated solution of sodium carbonate with the carbon dioxide. Sodium carbonate with the carbon dioxide gives sodium bicarbonate with the water. Then the white crystalline powder of sodium bicarbonate, it is less soluble in water, so that precipitated out. Then uses, it is an ingredient in packing, baking, not packing, baking, and the second one is it is used as a antiseptic for skin infection, and third use it is used as a fire extinguisher. Biological importance of sodium and potassium. Sodium present as a Na plus and potassium present as a K plus, that is monovalent cation. That cation, they have the important biological function, means they used in the maintenance of ion balance, and also they function in that nerve impulsion conduction, that is the transmission of nerve signals with the help of sodium plus and potassium plus is done in our body. Then the 70 kilogram man, it contains 90 gram of sodium and 170 gram of potassium with iron and copper. The sodium ion, they are present in the outside of the cell, in blood plasma and in interstitial fluid which when surrounded by the cell. In these places the sodium ions found. Then their function means the sodium ion is responsible for the transmission of nerve signal, and also it is used to regulate the flow of water across the cell membrane. And third one is it is used to transport of sugar and amino acid into the cell. The function when compared to the sodium and potassium, the function is somewhat the chemically similar only, but differ in their quantity. See the first one, their ability to penetrate cell membrane is differ from the sodium and potassium. It is one of the difference. The ability is different. The same way the transport mechanism also different, and efficiency to activate enzyme also different with the sodium and potassium. When compared to sodium, potassium may be increased one, or sodium is a less one. The potassium ion, it is present in the within the cell fluid. Potassium ions are present in this within cell fluid, and they also done some function in the inside the body. What are they means? The first one, activate many enzymes. It is one of the function, and it is participate in the oxidation of glucose to produce ATP is the another function. And also along with the sodium, it is also responsible for the transmission of nerve signal. So the transmission of nerve signal is done with the help of sodium potassium pump. Alkaline earth metal, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. These are all called as alkaline earth metal. But beryllium, except the beryllium, the other elements, their oxide and hydroxide are alkaline nature, so that they are called as alkaline earth metal, and their oxide form only found in the earth crust. Among the alkaline earth metals, the first metal, beryllium, it is a rarest metal. The second one, magnesium, they occurred as kernelite, magnetite, dolomite as a ore, and calcium we are getting from chalk, limestone, gypsum, and ore means fluoroapatite. Then the calcium is a fifth most abundant element in our earth crust. Magnesium is a eighth one, and strontium we get it from the mineral name is celestite and stantrinite. And barium, it is also a less common, we get it from barite. And radium, it is a decay product of uranium, so that we get the radium from the uranium bearing ores. When barium it combined with the chlorine, it gives green spark, and calcium gives orange color, lithium gives medium red color, strontium carbonate gives bright red color, sodium nitrate gives orange color, potassium and rubidium gives violet color, and cesium gives indigo color. So the alkaline and alkali earth metals, it gives the colors. That color is used in the fireworks. Why they gives colors means the last valence electron is excited to the higher energy level. When it returned back to the actual level, energy level, it emitted the excess energy which is absorbed during that heating. That excess energy level is give the color. Then the blue fireworks is the hardest to make. Nowadays they use the copper chloride. That copper chloride breaks down on heating, it gives blue color. Then nowadays we are using magnesium. What is magnesium means? It is a mixture of magnesium and aluminum. The magnesium has the bluish that brighter blue color. Still there is some research is going on to produce this blue color on fireworks. Electronic configuration of alkaline earth metal. That general electronic configuration is noble gas configuration along with that ns2, because the last two electron they are present in the s orbital. The n means it is a valence cell. See that beryllium, the last electron, 2 electron enter into the 2s orbital, and magnesium last 2 electron enter into the 3s orbital, calcium 4s orbital, strontium 5s orbital, barium 6s orbital, and radium the last 2 electron enter into the 7s orbital. We can write the electronic configuration by using the Aufbau principle, girls. Whichever is easy for you, you can use it. That noble gas configuration along with the 2s along with the ns 2 electron means it is also easy, means you can use it, or otherwise use the Aufbau principle. When compared to the alkali metal, alkaline earth metals atomic size is decreases, that is smaller size. Why it is smaller means it is in period wise. Period wise atomic size always decreases, because of the higher nuclear charge. It is one of the reason, and also electrons are to the same electron is entered into the same orbital. That electron is attracted more strongly towards the nucleus, so the size is decreases towards the period wise. On group wise, the atomic radius is increases because the number of cells increases, and also the screening effect also increases, so that atomic size also increases. And common ion effect, common oxidation state, in that one the last 2 electron enter into the s orbital. That electrons are easily removed, so that oxidation state of alkaline earth metal is +2. Ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy? The energy required to remove the electron is called as ionization enthalpy. When compared to the p block element, the alkaline earth metal having the larger size in atomic size is larger, so that the ionization energy is lower when compared to the p block element. And in group wise, the ionization enthalpy decreases. The reason is, the first one, atomic size increases in group wise. Why it is atomic size increases means the electrons are added to the additional new cells, so that there is increase in screening effect value. Because of these three reasons, the ionization enthalpy decreases during in the downward group. When down the group, the ionization enthalpy decreases. Then when compared to the alkali metal, the alkaline earth metal having the higher ionization enthalpy, because the size of the alkali metal is smaller, and also they have the less electropositive than the alkaline earth metal having the less electropositive than the alkali metals. The next one, IE1. What is IE1 means? The ionization energy 1, and IE2 means ionization energy, second ionization energy. Then the second ionization energy of alkaline earth metal is smaller than those of alkali metal. This is because the first ionization energy when it is given means the alkali metal loses the last electron, it attained the noble gas configuration, so it is in a stable state. During the first ionization enthalpy, the alkali metals attain the stable state. But in alkaline earth metal, the first ionization energy, it remove only one electron from the last s orbital, and also we are having one more electron in the s orbital. If you remove that electron only, it attains the noble electronic configuration, so that that stable electronic configuration it attain after the second electron removal. So the second ionization energy is less when compared to the alkaline group 1 elements, that is alkali metals, because the alkali metals they attain the first ionization energy. During that first ionization energy, they attain the noble gas configuration. And then in second ionization energy, we have to remove the electron from the stable electronic configuration of alkali metals, means we need more energy to remove that electron, so that in that IE2 value, the IE2 value of alkali metal is greater, but IE2 value of alkaline earth metal is smaller. Hydration enthalpy. The compound of alkaline earth metal, they are more hydrated than the alkali metal. Hydration enthalpy of alkaline metal is larger than those of alkali metal. The hydration enthalpy decreases when the ionic size is increases. Now see that in group wise, the beryllium has more hydration enthalpy than the magnesium, and magnesium has more hydration enthalpy than calcium. So same wise, the barium, it has the less hydration enthalpy when compared to the other elements of the alkaline earth metal. And during this hydration, the magnesium chloride has 6 moles of water, and calcium chloride has 6 moles of water during that crystallization process. But in sodium chloride and potassium chloride, they do not form such hydrate during this hydration enthalpy, that is crystallization. Electronegativity. The electronegativity of alkaline earth metal, it is decreases when it goes down the group. Then flame color. That flame color we already learnt in alkali metals also. Alkali metals also show some flame color ma. There we saw some reason. The same reason only here also, the alkaline earth metals on heating with concentrated hydrochloric acid in flame, it shows colors. Why it shows color means that a valence electron on heating excited to the higher energy level, that is called as excited electron. That excited electron again it goes back to the actual energy level. That excess energy it absorbs, no, that excess energy is emitted as a light. That light only shows some color. In alkaline earth metal, the first element beryllium, it is different than the rest of the element. Why it is having the different behavior means it has 4 reasons. The first reason is the size is very smaller. The second one is it has high polarization power. Polarization means positive and negative. The two polar will be created. The positive and negative only called as polarma. So it polarize, it has the more polarizing power. And third one, high, the electronegativity is higher, and then the ionization enthalpy also higher when compared to the other element. And absence of vacant d orbital. You see that beryllium atomic number 4 electronic configuration is 1s2 2s2. In the second orbit there is no d orbital, so that d orbital is absent. So the absence of d orbital also one of the reason for the its different behavior. Difference between beryllium and other elements of the family, that is group. The first one is beryllium, it forms covalent compounds, but other element they does not form they do not form covalent compound, but they form ionic compound. Beryllium, it has high melting point and boiling point. Other elements have low melting point and boiling point. Beryllium at elevated temperature. What is elevated temperature means higher temperature. Even at high temperature it do not react with the water, but other elements they react with the water. then they do not combine directly with hydrogen by beryllium, but the other elements they easily combine with the hydrogen directly. And in halogen also, that beryllium they does not combine directly with the halogens, but have the formed halide or covalent character. In the other element they combine directly with the halogens and it form the halide, that halide or ionic halide. Then hydroxide and oxide of beryllium are amphoteric. What is amphoteric mean? It acts as a both acid and base. So it having the both character, acid character as well as base character. But other elements of the alkaline earth metal, they are having the hydroxide and oxides of other elements are basic in nature, and it is not readily attacked by acid because it forms one film. That film is oxide film. Because of that oxide film, the beryllium is not readily attacked by acid, but the other element they are readily attacked by acid because there is no such a oxide film is on their surface. Then beryllium carbide formula is Be2C. It is reacted with the water, it evolves methane and also beryllium oxide. The same way in the other element, that is carbide of magnesium, carbide of magnesium, calcium, strontium and barium, when they are react with the water, they evolve acetylene instead of methane. Then last one, the salts of beryllium are extensively hydrolyzed, but other elements they are less hydrolyzed. Diagonal relationship between beryllium and aluminum. See that beryllium is present in the second group, but aluminum is present in the 13th group. The diagonally relationship means they have the, even though they are present in the different group, they have the same property. Why they are having the same property means the size of the ion somewhat is not as a close, and then the charge per unit area is closer. Charge per unit area, see that bracket, beryllium 2 plus it has 2.36 ma, but aluminum 3 plus it has 2.50. Somewhat the charge per unit area is closer, and also they have the same electronegative value. Beryllium 1.5, the same way aluminum also 1.5. These two reasons only responsible for the diagonal relationship of aluminum and beryllium. Similarities between beryllium and aluminum. The beryllium chloride, it forms dimeric structure. See the structure, there is two beryllium chloride. The same way the beryllium chloride it also form the polymeric chain structure. I indicated in blue color arrow mark ma, that is a polymeric means what is mean by poly means many. So many beryllium chloride it forms a chain like structure, that is called as polymeric chain structure. Then the same way aluminum chloride, because we are now seeing the similarities, how the beryllium chloride forms the structure, dimeric structure and polymeric chain structure. The same way the aluminum chloride also form one structure, that is bridge structure. I indicated in left hand side aluminum to aluminum chloride, the chlorine only act as a bridge between these two molecules. Then these two are soluble in organic solvent and it is act as a strong Lewis acid. Lewis acid means it get the electron from the it attract the electron. The same the second point, beryllium hydroxide. For the first point we saw about beryllium chloride. The second point we are going to see the beryllium hydroxide ma. It dissolves in alkali. It gives beryllium hydroxide gives three product. One is berylliate ion and tetrahydroxyberylliate ion. Third is hydrogen. The same way aluminum hydroxide, in excess of alkali it gives aluminate ion and tetrahydroxy aluminate ion. And third one, the beryllium and aluminum, they have the strong tendency to form complexes. When beryllium with fluorine it forms beryllium tetrafluoride ion, and aluminum it forms hexafluoride ion. And that beryllium and aluminum hydroxide both are amphoteric in nature. What is amphoteric means? It has both acid and then base character. And carbide of beryllium. Beryllium carbide with water produce methane and beryllium oxide. The same way, aluminum carbide also with water it produce methane plus aluminum oxide. Al2O3 is the aluminum oxide. See the reaction ma. And sixth point, they are inactive by nitric acid. Beryllium and aluminum both are become inactive by nitric acid. Reactivity of alkaline earth metal. The first one, the metal when reacted with halogen, it produces metal halide. All the metals like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, all the one reacted with halide means X means fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Then it is combined with the fluorine means it gives metal fluoride. When it combined with the chlorine means it gives metal chloride. When it combined with the bromine means it gives metal bromide. And when all the metals combined with iodine means it gives metal iodide. Then the second one, thermal decomposition of NH4 twice BeF4. Name of that compound is ammonium tetrafluoroberylate. To prepare the beryllium fluoride, we have to give the heat to ammonium tetrafluoroberylate. When on heating, this compound decomposes to give ammonium fluoride and also beryllium fluoride. Then beryllium chloride we are made from beryllium oxide. How it is mean? The beryllium oxide when it heated with the carbon and also chlorine on at 600 to 800 Kelvin, it gives beryllium chloride and carbon monoxide. Reactivity towards the hydrogen. Except the beryllium, other metal directly combine with the hydrogen and they produce the metal hydrate. See the last reaction. M means metal. What are the metal means? Magnesium, calcium, strontium and barium. They combine with the hydrogen directly and produce MH2. MH2 means metal hydrate. But the beryllium hydrate, beryllium hydrate formula BeH2 we get from the beryllium chloride. When the beryllium chloride BeCl2 is reacted with the lithium aluminum hydrate, it produces beryllium hydrate BeH2 plus lithium chloride LiCl plus aluminum chloride AlCl3.